Hi, my name is Kyle Jepson, and today we're going to be discussing my in-stadium shirt customization app. What is the app? This app is going to be a service that we're going to provide for sports teams that are going to be a new form of merchandising through customization on both ends for the customer and the teams. The teams are going to be customizing the app in their own designs for colors or logos. Besides, the interface is going to be staying the same for everyone. And then the customers are going to be able to design shirts using their own choices of layers, whether it's numbers, a player's silhouette, names, team logos, and that's all going to be done through the app, and then those shirts are going to be delivered. The app's going to help streamline the service and keep the stores less packed with no waiting in lines for their shirts. And it's going to make buying a shirt for a sporting event much easier, which might become more appealing to the customers. Situational analysis. So this is a new type of service. There is no current competitors that are an app that lets you customize shirts at stadiums before, during the game, and get them delivered to you. It's a very new idea. There are current shirt sales and current merchandising sales that happen in their gift shops at stadiums that would be the threat at the moment, but they're not offering the same type of service, and they're not offering the same means of getting the merchandise because they're not delivering the shirts. You'd have to get out of your seat and miss part of the game to go get the shirts. Our app won't make you miss the game. It'll help you save time, and it'll give you the benefit of customizing your own shirt to fit what you want. Also, sports are a very popular market today, and they're growing with younger generations. And the reason we chose an app is because those growing generations at sporting events are so app savvy that it can help the app stay just relevant and become more of a popular thing at the sporting events with younger generations. Even though right now, most of the sports these days have a heavy fan base of those 35 and up, but the younger generations are starting to grow and starting to become more of fans with multiple sports, which will be covered later on in the target market. Also, with this app being so customizable, it is very possible it could be grown outside of sports, but that would be something handled at a much later date. The target market. So the target market we're going to start at is the MLB market of those adults 35 and older. As you can see on the chart below, 26% of the fan base is 35 to 54 years old, and 50% of the fan base is 55 years old and up. The reason we're going to test those markets starting with MLB is because of this, that in that age range, those MLB attendees have a good chance of being part of families and having maybe grandchildren they take to games, to where they can help and purchase the shirts through our app with them, potentially increasing the amount of people we're reaching. So instead of just those people directly in our target market range, we're going to indirectly hit younger family members that they might want to customize and make a shirt for. Anyone with a smartphone is going to be able to use this app pretty much. It's going to be available on iOS and Android. So that's going to give us no hindrance when it comes to who can access the app. The phone issue will help reach many people because most people today have smartphones. So there's not going to be an issue of people, I can't go buy a shirt in the store because I don't want to miss the game and I don't want to miss time with family. So the phone helps avoid that type of mindset by allowing someone to go purchase it on their phone, stay there the whole time, and have it delivered. And it can also be picked up if they would want to pick it up. That's solely on the choice of the person buying the shirt, the app itself, and the revenue stream. So the app is going to cost roughly between $10,000 and $50,000 for a simple to moderately complex app. In my opinion, the app's going to be moderately complex due to how we're going to have one interface that's going to need to be customized for different teams' needs, with different teams' designs, colors, and logos, which will take time. And the app and the service is what we are selling, not the shirts themselves. So for our service, we're going to charge a 3% royalty on every shirt purchase and a 7% service fee on every purchase instead of charging a licensing fee right large upfront besides a small down payment. We're going to be charging 10%, taking 10% from every shirt sale as our fees for the app and as our revenue stream. We're also going to be allowing advertisers to put advertisements on our apps through single page ads or 15 to 30-second video ads that a customer might have to watch before confirming a purchase or when they open the app. These advertisements will cost different amounts due to the size of the business who want to advertise. The service royalties and service fees and the advertisements is how we're going to be making the money. We're not going to be making any money by selling shirts directly. And the app's going to be completely customizable for teams to change anything they need to change on it to meet their designs. And the apps, and we will be the licensors licensing the apps to these teams. SWOT analysis. So our strengths. The strengths is how customizable it is for the organizations, how easily accessible the app is to everyone, being a free app to download, the customization for fans, for those who might like a smaller time player who they don't always sell shirts for. It's a new service, which means we don't have anyone really competing against us directly. It's going to be pretty cheap to operate the service because we only have to manage updating the apps. And we're going to have no new staff should be needed in the parks for them, which is a good selling point. They should be able to use existing staff to deliver the shirts and make the shirts. And it can work in many other markets. Our weaknesses. New shirt printing equipment would be needed for the teams, and the distribution of shirts might take some time. In-app ads are not always positive to some people, which might deter them from wanting to use it. And then we'd also have to sell the new idea to teams before we can even begin any business. And there's no existing relationship with teams being a new app. Our opportunities. We can have opportunity to expand outside of sports and around the sports world itself. Outside advertisements would be a huge way to make extra revenue. Modern technology makes apps easier to make, and then the royalties we're going to be able to take from the shirt sales as revenue. Our threats. Existing shirt sales threaten how we're going to be able to enter, and then how the service can be replicated, plus how many new apps have bugs, and then what teams will have to buy supply shirts themselves, which is a bad selling point. Our goals and objectives are going to start with 20% of MLB teams. It's about 6 teams, and test run in those markets, and then to find issues and update the app, as well as track data for expansion opportunities and try to break even, if not turn a profit our first year. Thank you very much. That was my presentation.